My goal list. We've managed to get the telly finally turned off. Sophie's drawing pictures. Let's have a look. Show the boys and girls what your pictures are like, shall we? That's supposed to be me, isn't it?
Mhm.
Who's this?
Daddy and me.
Okay, I'm very thin on your thing. Who's this?
Mommy.
Well, that's quite nice. Doesn't really look all that much like Mummy.
Hello.
But, alright, let's see. This is quite a nice room scene. What's the next one you've done? Oh, a palm in a pot and a bowl of flowers. That's quite a nice one, actually. A princess under the sun. There's cute coconuts with faces on, and a lady in rags standing next to a basket. What is it? A chest with treasure in it.
Mhm.
Oh, interesting.
I didn't
This is a
finish.
mermaid, is it?
I didn't finish this one.
Okay, and what's that?
A lady.
They've always, okay.
And then
Anything more?
that's
Oh, that's a sort of manga style one you did with two eyeballs inside the eye. Okay, and what's this? That's nice. That's a Jewish person with a dog. Not something you don't see every day. And, you know, like with a big rabbi's hat on. And who's this?
lady and man kissing.
Oh dear, you don't want to do things like that. And the cat.
I didn't finish. I will draw
Well,
that.
okay, you carry on drawing, because it's not really about that. It's about this. I'm doing my this here, and then all of a sudden Pushkin, this is the back of Pushkin, he gets up onto the thing there and looks out of the window, and his tail's going the clappers. Yeah, at the moment I'm filming. So as you can imagine, oh well, he's gone now he's moved again.
Oh, Pussy.
So his tail was like flicking backwards and forwards and really getting in the way of doing the gold list. That's actually my second book, so that's distillation number 4. Head list 1, 2, 3, and then the second book is distillation 4.
You could film this if you
Right, okay. Well, anyway, he's still got his tail here. So this tail flickers around all the time, never stops. So if I kind of like make him, if I say to him, look, put it and don't move it, he pulls it off again. Look.
Oh, baby.
And it seems to have a consciousness all of its own, this tail. It's very soft. Come on. Actually trying to grab it like that. Not easy, and he flicks it away again. So there you are. Right, you two can seesaw in the snow. Don't be too brutal with him. Nice playground in the snow. Days are too short though. By the time I really got my act together and came out here on the 2nd of January, it's already a little bit dark, or getting dark quickly. So I have to go home again reasonably quickly. What are you going to do? What are you going to do now? Climbing frame? Well, you have the swings. Oh, you're going to go on the big climbing frame. Alright, we'll have a look and see what goes on there. What gives down that end then. Looks like a couple of Condoleezza Rice's, not Condoleezza Rice's, Hillary Clinton's reset buttons are down there. I don't know why they are. Poo poo. George not getting up. Up he is. Good boy. Whee! So they're having fun basically. It's only 1 degree under, so you're getting all the benefit of the snow and the crispiness without it being really all that cold. Trees are looking very nice in the snow. Sophie's gone in the... Sophie's pretending to drive a car. Georgie's sitting up there again. Seats are covered in snow, you won't be able to sit on them unless you clean the snow off them first. Well, you could sit on them, but it'd be all snowy. There he goes. Here he comes.
Georgie, come to me, Georgie.
Whee!
Hey.
Smiling? Now the horses get their turn.
Georgie, sit here.
Or the slide, or swing rather. Oh, you just got straight over it and fell on your knees. I don't know. Not too high on him. Otherwise he'll just come flying off. That's quite high enough for him when he's got no... He'll probably forget to hold on or something. That's high enough, Sophie. I said it's high enough. What, did he knock your teeth out? Well, that might come of not listening to what I say. Or it may just come from the fact that I've got the camera on. Who knows? Well, it's really dark now. It's not very easy to film you. So if it wasn't for the snow, you'd just be completely invisible. As it is, you're just silhouettes trying to climb a tree in the snow. Film us, she says. Okay. Look after him. It's amazing how much fun you can have with just the stump of a tree, isn't it? Catch him, catch him. Okay, let's go. The rain. Actually, it's not rain, it's snow. But when it touches, it's -4. You see, there couldn't be any rain. but when it touches my windscreen, which is heated up slightly, then it starts to melt and come pouring down the sides like that, which makes an interesting pattern or an interesting image as it accumulates a little bit on there. I think I'll turn the wiper off so it doesn't wipe it, and see how quickly it actually accumulates on the windscreen and the effect that it has on the film. This is going down Marshalkowska, by the way. Marshalkowska. They've got Sesam on that side. Gino Rossi, that famous, you would think Italian, it's actually a Polish brand. And the advert for the Phantom of the Opera finally appearing in the Polish version, which it did last year. That's the snow melting into water as it hits the windscreen. Doing this rather strange effect. Then rivulets appear after a while. This may be one of the latter films that I do. No, I'm sure that I will still do them because I'm still going to keep this camera, not giving it away. But I'm getting, hopefully, the new Vado HD, whether it's truly HD or just an approximation to HD is anybody's guess. I don't even understand what the parameters for HD are. I'm not such a techno head in all of this, but basically I bought the next upgrade of the Vado because I'm quite happy with this one, but I thought there were a few things that they might have got right in the last 2 years, so I thought it was worth taking the next one up, especially as it's such a big upgrade. And that's due to arrive today, according to what Amazon told me, but whether that actually happens or not is a completely different matter, so we'll have to see whether it arrives or not. If it does, then I'll do an unboxing using this Vado, and then halfway through the film start to show the same scenes taken with the old Vado and the new Vado, so that you can see, if you can see it in the end effect, if there's any big difference between the old and the new Vados. I think that's an interesting idea for a film that I had, which I shall put into effect when the new Vado arrives, and as long as the old one's still going by then, but it should be. The new Vado has a lot more battery life, and a lot more time available, and a lot bigger power, if you like, for being able to keep the films going on it. But it's the main thing, it's got much more, it's much higher quality of but basically it shoots a lot more pixels to the image and a lot more frames per minute, etc., and things like that, so you've got more definition. So this is the old miserable weather of Warsaw. I don't think it's going to change much. I think it's looked the same for the last few minutes. I'll just take that off, and what would be more interesting is if I turned all the heating off inside the car, then the windscreen would cool down, and you'd see what it's like when snow starts to accumulate during the course of driving. That's what happens anyway when it gets cold enough. But right now it's not that cold outside. -4 is nothing. It's even warmer in Britain today, or colder in Britain today than it is in Poland. So that's -4's par for the course. But it's still quite a few days since we had any temperatures above 0, so it's starting to get everybody down to be in the snow, which isn't melting for so long. It's starting to actually add up a bit, you know, snow on snow, as the song says, which means there's fewer places to park. In Moscow, of course, because they're used to it, they've actually got snow clearance, where something comes along and loads the snow onto vans and takes it away out of the city or into parks or whatever and dumps it. So you've actually got the snow not just being put into little heaps like that, but it actually goes into and then they heap it up like that so that you've got ability to walk through it. But they also sort of put ridges. There are ridges of snow around which you have to kind of hop over if you want to cross the road or anything. Then it gets a bit on the kind of gets you down after a while. I mean, all of this sort of extra obstacles around the place, not so many parking spaces, not so much space for walking, and all these other things. It tends to get a little bit, when the novelty wears off, it tends to get a little bit wearing. So we could probably do with a few days of it being over zero just to get back to normal again. You know, let this little lot melt and go into the ground. Strangely enough, snow will, if it doesn't snow, even if it does stay frozen, it does tend to reduce its volume after a while. If you don't get more snow falling on it, it will reduce. It will evaporate back into the air, even though it's ice, which is funny. That it does, and the bottom parts of it will gradually sink into the ground as well. So it's not like it never reduces if it doesn't melt, because you've got tiny amounts of melting going on the whole time, just so that the air can resume its humidity, but and the ground presumably as well, its humidity. But it's not the same as when the snow melts to water and it simply sinks in. That's a much quicker process then. I think that's right. The car in front of me has just I'm not sure if you'll be able to see it, but it's got the 3 letters WOT, what, on its plate. What? No fags? It's like the old Chaz or whatever it was from wartime.
Oi, 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 oi.